Stop wasting fuel. Every day, thousands of gallons of unburned fuel are being pumped into the air from our trucks, cars, ships, and oil burners. This air pollution is not only bad for the air we all breathe, it's money wasted every day on fuel that does not burn. We are Protec International. Our mission is to offer industry and consumers cost-effective environmental solutions. With our headquarters in California, the state with the toughest regulations on air quality, we have developed fuel catalysts that dramatically decrease harmful emissions from fuel that is unburned, as well as increase the performance of your engine. Until now, making your engine run more efficiently required costly fuel additives, such as lead, lubricants, and pollution reducers. These additives, among others, are an additional source of air and groundwater pollution, and, as in the case of lead, a known cancer-causing agent in both humans and livestock. Protec International has developed a fuel catalyst that separates gasoline or diesel fuel molecules, then coats them with a heat-seeking formulation. The result is total fuel combustion without the use of fuel additives. Use less fuel and instantly increase the performance of your engine with Puragas. Cars, trucks, RVs, motorcycles, and boats run cleaner with more power. Pass any emissions or smog tests with your vehicle without a tune-up. In these actual emissions test results, a dramatic unburned hydrocarbon reduction shows almost zero. Carbon monoxide measured 0.00. When Puragas is added to gasoline, the fuel does not need to be treated with pollution reducers or other additives that pollute underground water supplies. In addition, EPA-registered Puragas eliminates NOx and pings without having to switch to a higher-grade gasoline. Your engine will stop wasting gas, run cleaner, and have more power with Puragas. Trucks, tractors, locomotives, boats, and heavy equipment will almost immediately run smoother, have increased performance, and begin running cleaner with Puradiesel. By using the revolutionary fuel catalyst, Puradiesel also replaces sulfur as a natural lubricant in diesel fuel, reducing soot and increasing engine life. Get more hours out of your valuable diesel equipment with Puradiesel. Puragas, Puradiesel, and Pure Fuel for fuel oil can be added either during or after the refining process. By replacing lead additives and pollution control additives with EPA-registered non-hazardous, non-flammable Protec fuel catalysts, refineries to consumers can have better, cleaner, and more economical fuel products. Protec International Fuel Catalyst isolates and coats fuel molecules, resulting in complete combustion to a point where no unburned residue remains in the combustion chamber. By removing sludge, water, vanadium, sodium, sulfur, and other impurities, fuel quality is upgraded to the purest burning fuel possible. Cleaner fuel means up to 90% less pollution and greater fuel economy. Because our fuel catalysts have been proven to be so beneficial to both the general public and the environment, the U.S. government has recently awarded Protec a new grant to assist in exporting our products worldwide. Protec International's fuel catalysts have proven effective in power plants, factories, military, and commercial applications, construction, farms, trains, ships, heavy equipment, cars, trucks, and anything that consumes gasoline or diesel along with fuel oil. Stop wasting fuel. Complete fuel combustion results in near zero emissions, great reduction in acid rain, reduced fuel consumption, reduced equipment maintenance, fewer equipment failures, use of lower grade fuels with better results, more power in every gallon. The refiner, the consumer, the equipment, and the environment all benefit from replacing common additives with Protec's catalyst. We have the solutions that can affect your country's future. Of all the corporations in the world that claim to solve the problem of inefficient fuel combustion and pollution, only one company has truly developed the solution. When we add a Pure Lube concentrate directly into the motor oil of a brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycle, taken directly off of the showroom floor, we saw a 6% increase in horsepower. Now, combine that by adding Pure-Gas with Pure Lube concentrate, and we see a 12% increase in horsepower, going from 50 to 56 horsepower.
We're here. It's the 4th of July weekend. It's about 100 degrees outside, and we're at the Import and Lowrider Summer Slam. It's held at the Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey. And right now we're talking with Dave Morgan, race car driver. Dave, can you tell us a little bit about your qualifications?
I currently am the fastest and quickest stock turbo front-wheel drive in the country.
And Dave, I understand you've already won your first 2 races of the day. Congratulations.
Won them easily.
Dave, I understand that you've recently been using a fuel catalyst called Pure-Gas. Can you tell us a little bit about your results?
Yeah, when I put the product in, my emissions dropped about 90%, which is fantastic. I gained approximately 20 horsepower, and the car runs smoother, it starts easier, which is great for a few pennies a tank full.
Dave, these products have obviously brought you great results as a race car driver, but would you recommend these products to anybody with just a regular car on the street?
Oh, absolutely. Having more power and, 70, 80, 90% better emissions is fantastic. In fact, I put it in my mother's car right after I did the race cars, and I put it in my dad's, my sister's, everybody I like.
My name is Kevin Udell. I called upon the South Norwalk Electric Works in Norwalk, Connecticut, which is an auxiliary power plant for the backup grid. They run 5 diesel generators, 5 diesel engines. The one that we tested is a 1962 Norberg V12 diesel, which at peak capacity is 3.5 megawatts, and normal operating output is 2.5 megawatt, and they occasionally run at 1.5 just to kind of idle along. If they ever run 3.5 megawatts, the fire department would come by because they would get calls from the neighbors that there was a fire in the area. The smoke was that bad. They would always get calls from anywhere from 10 to 20 of the neighbors telling them to please stop running because the emissions were so bad. So they're never allowed to really run at 3.5. So they back it down to 2.5, and they still consistently get calls. In fact, the mayor of the town, when he has business associates in to talk about how wonderful Norwalk is and promote Norwalk's business, he personally calls up the power plant and tells them to not run that day because it's so bad. You can see it from a long way off. It looks like there's a fire in that part of town.
We've recently done it. Today we did a test on my number 5 Norberg, which is a 4160 volt generator that with a 4 megawatt capacity generator. We ran the test to about 3.3 megawatts, limited by mechanical features of the engine, and reduced our opacity on the engine's exhaust by an estimated 50% at full load and 75% at half load, I would imagine. So it is quite a difference. That unit has been cited by the DEP as having poor opacity. I'm hoping to use this fuel additive to all my diesels in the very near future and test opacity on those.
ProTech International can do what no other company has done before, anywhere, anytime. Simply stated, our technology produces clean air from the burning of any fossil fuel. The use of our technology can reverse a spiraling pollution epidemic, improve the health of a country's citizens, increase crop and fish harvests, decrease the total cost of fuel consumption, which results in a stronger and more productive national economy. Put ProTech's fuel catalyst to work for you and your country. Stop wasting fuel and start saving money in your environment today.